Instagram now lets you display a scheduled live show on your Instagram profile. Twitter launches Toolbox, a new resource hub with useful tools. TikTok launches TikTok Tactics, which is an online learning platform for knowing more about TikTok marketing and advertising. All this and much more coming up in this week's edition of the Connected Church News. Welcome, I am Natchi Lazarus, and this is the show that brings you the top 5 digital and social media news each week in just 5 minutes. Let's get started. TikTok launches TikTok Tactics, which is a new online learning platform with courses on TikTok marketing and advertising. So if you as a church or ministry have been wanting to learn more about how to use TikTok for advertising related to your ministry or a non-profit, then this is a good resource for you. They've got courses related to targeting, attribution. They talk about the samples, creative samples that work well on TikTok and so on. So it could be really useful for your ministry team or your social media team. We will link to it in the show notes. It's a very simple email name kind of a sign up process, and then you get started. And the course look really good on mobile in typical TikTok style. They have made all the videos mobile friendly. The site itself is mobile friendly, and you can quickly go about learning key things about TikTok. Hi, do you find this news video useful? If so, I'm going to ask you to give us a like so that we can reach more people like you, more church and ministry leaders with this important news and top 5 trends. And I'm also going to ask you to subscribe if you've not done so already, and click the notification so that you do not miss any news episode that we upload every week. Thanks so much, appreciate it. Now let's get back to our news item. Instagram has been launching new features related to videos and messaging in 2022. Looks like they are focusing a lot on this space, and in line with that, this new announcement comes from the head of Instagram, where he says that you can now take Instagram Live, which you have scheduled, and get that information, that scheduled information, displayed on your Instagram profile page, which could be very important because as a church or a ministry, we are all about live streams, right? So when you schedule an Instagram Live for your ministry, you can now display that on your profile so that people can click on it. They will know that you're going to go live. They've also released one more feature where you can remix any video on Instagram, not just reels. You can actually even remix a newsfeed video or any video that you look at on Instagram, and you can click the remix button and you can remix it. Twitter launches a new Twitter Toolbox, which is a resource center which has tools or apps or software related to Twitter that helps you manage your Twitter campaigns easily. So if you as a ministry use Twitter a lot, then you definitely want to have a look at this hub, because it has 3 categories of tools as of now. One is they call it expression tools, which is basically posting related tools, like Buffer is one of those tools. So it helps you post on schedule and plan and post on Twitter. The next is safety tools, which is basically moderation tools. Because Twitter can get overwhelming if you have too many conversations going on. You might want to moderate it in a proper way. So that is the safety tools. And the third is measurement tools, which is my favorite, where they give you some tools for Twitter analytics, because unless you understand what's going on Twitter and all the conversations, it's very difficult to navigate being a public platform and a microblogging platform. Facebook Messenger has added new features to the platform. The announcement has multiple features, including stickers and GIFs and all of that, but there are 3 features that I wanted to bring to your attention. One is the end-to-end encryption option for group chats and also calls. So they are bringing end-to-end encryption to all of this. And the next thing is the ability for you to edit your video before sending a message to someone. Because most of us in ministry use Facebook Messenger as part of our ad campaigns, and being able to reply to people who respond to that ad and so on, for prayer or counseling or something like that related to nonprofits. So when you do that, it is now going to be easier for you to edit that video response that you're sending to them. Maybe add a text or do things like you would do on stories, and then send it to them. So that option is coming, which is good. And finally, the third thing is, if somebody takes a screenshot of a disappearing message, you send a disappearing message, and before it disappears, if someone takes a screenshot, then you will be notified. Last week, both YouTube and Facebook released their quarterly earnings details for Q4 2021, which also gives us a full picture of how the year 2021 was for both these big social media platforms. And obviously, they have done very well with revenues. So both of them posting very strong revenues, ad revenues in particular. But the interesting thing is Facebook, for the very first time, lost a little bit on the daily active users in last quarter, which is very interesting what's happening to that platform. And also what I wanted to bring to your notice is those reports contain some details which indicate the trends that are coming for 2022 in both these platforms. So YouTube and Facebook are the dominating platforms. So I wanted to bring this to your notice. I will link to the entire report. I will also link to the earnings call that YouTube has publicly made available, and the CEO Sundar Pichai talks about some of the trends and some of the things that are coming. Very interesting. Those are the top 5 news items I have for you this week. I'll see you next week with another set of news items. Until then, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. God bless you. Stay connected. Stay blessed. Take care. Bye.